Oh, well, you better believe that it's Dune time! No song today. Sometimes you get the song, sometimes you don't get the song. That's just how it is. You better deal with it. Okay? Just deal with it. All right. Well, strange attitude to come into the game with, but hey, welcome to some more Dune Imperium Digital Ranked Rise of Ix. I am Bludgeon, and we're getting straight into a game. I am player number one. Player number one, and here are the leaders available. Here are the cards available. Carry All, Arrakis Recruiter, Power Play, Chom Delegate, Bene Gesserit Sister. So the obvious attractions there are the Chom Delegate and the Power Play. I mean, I always love the Bene Gesserit Sister as well. And the Carry All can be cool. Over to the tech offer, we have spy satellites, invasion ships, and detonation deviches. We'll see. The spy satellites can be, it can be clutch, you know, in a sort of a desperate situation. I've probably lost to spy satellites more than I've won with it, if you know what I mean, where someone else has had it and I kind of forgot about it. And then at the end game, suddenly it's like, oh, they don't have 8 points, they have 11 points. That's happened to me a number of times. Okay, Armand gets picked. Ilbon gets picked. I might have to take Ariana, to be honest, just because I haven't played Ariana now in a while. I think she's probably like at the top of the queue in terms of leaders that I haven't used recently. It would be between her and Elisa Ikaz. Those two are kind of in that spot, I think. But I think, you know what? I think it'll be Ariana if she's available, and I imagine she will be. She doesn't tend to be snapped up super quickly. And partly just because I haven't played her in a while, but also partly because of this carry-all. I really do love getting the carry-all on Ariana. So let's rock it. Let's rock it. And there's some applause for us getting into the game here and playing Ariana. All right, Signet Ring. Well, that will get me water. So the water on the ring is really nice. I'll just go ahead and start with the smuggle. And then I have a reconnaissance and 2 daggers, so that gives me a pretty good chance of getting something out of this conflict. However, being player one makes it a bit awkward because I have to kind of show my cards, so to speak, before everybody else. I don't mean literally show my cards. I don't have to reveal while people still have agents, but I will be first to reveal. But the thing is, like, I will have to commit while everyone else does still have an agent, if I want to. And I probably will, because again, 2 daggers and a reconnaissance. What else am I going to do? I mean, I could go to tech negotiation potentially, but I'm not really that excited about these techs. And getting to 4 persuasion, I mean, it's okay, but it's not particularly interesting. Now, someone is probably going to go to Hardy Warriors here, and so if I throw in... I still think I'm going to probably throw in 3 troops, which is tough when someone is probably going to go to Hardy Warriors. It's also tough when all these other people, like... Okay, see, this is the thing. It's easy for anybody to overcome my 3 troops here. Well, if I go to Arakeen, it's not that easy. So, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, and I hope I get another convincing argument. I don't. Okay. So I'm going to throw in 3, which is a little crazy. Maybe 2 would be okay, but I really want to get second here if I can. And definitely at least third. I feel like if I don't get third with this, then we're going crazy. But sometimes people just go nuts and everybody throws in. And then, you know, there's just so many troops, you know, lost lives, wasted youth, the future of our galaxy, you know, thrown into the sands of Arrakis. All right, well, I'm going to get at least third. So the question is, do one of these guys want to go to Hardy Warriors? No, Ilbon early reveals. Well, that makes sense. I mean, this Chom Delegate is so good. So that's not a shock to me. Those 2 cards together, like, that's a great thing to get for 4. That'll be a nice thing for me to get if I can. Okay, so I'm going to get at least second. So does Armand want to go to Hardy Warriors? Maybe I end up with first, which is not really what I was planning on, but I guess I'll take it. Even though, in a way, I would rather get second. Well, not really, because I don't have the cards to necessarily cash in and get Swordmaster. Okay, Armand snatches that with the Signet Ring. Does he want to deploy? He could deploy 2 and take first. Possibly. I have 2 daggers. We don't know what he might have. If he deploys 2, he either gets first or we tie and both get second. Either way is kind of fine with me. Okay, so he's going to go. So now I hope we tie, I guess, just to deny him the point. Okay, so 3 persuasion. Do I want an Arrakis recruiter? No, I want an Arrakis liaison. I can't remember the last time I took the Arrakis recruiter. I want to give it another chance at some point because I do like to. Oh, we are gonna tie. Okay. I wonder if he's honestly happy with that as well, because Solari is so precious this early in the game. So that means, okay, I really hope that I draw on my 1 card. I want to draw either the Signet Ring or one of the daggers, and that'll let me get Swordmaster. He ambushes. Okay, fine. So he's gonna get the victory point. I'm still gonna get second place. And what am I talking about? I'm going to be 4th next round, so the chances of me actually smuggling are close to 0. So for some reason, I thought I was going to be going first next round again, but I just went first this round. I get a recruitment mission. Okay. Well, I would like to get that carry-all if I can. All right, so here we go. I did draw the dagger, so if somehow smuggling comes all the way down to me, I can get Swordmaster this round. Smuggle down, Swordmaster, but, you know, that is simply not going to happen. We know that. Let me give a quick shout out to some new members who have joined the channel. Yippee! So, hold on, I didn't get the sound effect there. Let me try that again. There we go. So, thank you to Jan Helmick, Jake Rothman, Nephron, Muhad Deeb72, and Jacob Godor for joining the channel, becoming members. I really appreciate that. And also a big shout out to YNH, the Riddler, who has been a member for 6 months. Thank you for your support. Hope you're enjoying your membership. And if you're interested in the details on becoming a member, you can click the join button down below. You'll get extra weekly Members Monday video, access to the stream VODs, cool emotes, and my gratitude. So great flag gets picked up by Ilbon. And he throws in 1 troop. I mean, yeah, why wouldn't you throw in 1 at this point? Okay, so far smuggling is still there. It's come further than I expected, but oh my god. What? I don't believe it, man. I really don't believe it, man. Okay. I'll take it. I mean, that's wild. Double smuggle from first position. Well, look, anything can happen. That's one of the beauties of the game is the variance, right? You never know. It's not going to be the same every time. You do get a lot of similar openings, and there is a certain amount of predictability to what people are going to do, but it's not 100%. And sometimes interesting things happen. So, I mean, this is great news for me. Romber is the only one with interstellar shipping access, and that's going to be true for a little while at least. He doesn't have to do it. No, he does have to do it. This is his last agent, right? So if he wants to ship, now's the time. I guess maybe he's thinking about, does he want to use a different card? He has his signet ring. No, he doesn't. So I'm not sure what the thought process would be here. All right, so for me, it's going to be signet ring with dagger. Then, I mean, Swordmaster with dagger. Can I get to the carry-all here? Not really, no, I can't. So we'll just have to see where the Seek allies can get to. I mean, if I wanted to be insane, I could get High Council seat now and probably get the carry-all, but that's, like I said, if I wanted to be insane, sometimes I like to be insane. But I'm not going to do that. This game where I've just unexpectedly been given round 2 Swordmaster from that position, I'm not going to pass it up. Now, I'm going to be the last to reveal. So there's a chance I can get something good with the recruitment mission, maybe. I mean, nothing really good, because I'm only going to have 3 persuasion. This will make it 4. Do I want an Imperial Bashar? Do I want a Gunthopter? I mean, we'll have to see what's left. I'm not super excited about any of those. The Bashar is like the upgraded Arrakis recruiter, right? I haven't used him much. Only goes to cities. Potentially helps you get a few swords on reveal. I mean, obviously it's 2 already, which is not bad. This is 3, but no persuasion. This guy at least gives you persuasion. I don't know. We'll just have to see. We shall have to wait and see. Okay, Armand goes to wealth, so this, I mean, it could end up being a Hardy Warriors, actually. And then that would take me, yeah, honestly, by the looks of things, it's probably a Hardy Warriors. Why not? Take a victory point, especially when someone has 3 troops in there. That's when it's like real tasty, because you sort of feel like you're getting extra value by murdering, you know, somebody's army. He does have an intrigue card, though. There's an intrigue card on Romber. There's an intrigue card on Ilbon. So any combat intrigue would defeat me there. And then I'd end up with 2nd place of water and a spice. I mean, at least I'd be refunded the water that I go to Hardy Warriors with. So it's not the worst. I think it's worth a shot, and then we'll know. You know, if Romber doesn't use an intrigue card, we'll know he doesn't have anything. You know, the alternative is I just let it go and I take secrets or something, but I'm going to try this. Oh, wait, I don't have the troops to support that move. I can only, never mind. Never mind. I only have 1 in my garrison, so I can't actually throw in 4, so that is no good to me. So let me go to secrets instead. Everyone else is revealed, by the way, so I do know what's going on here. So that being the case, I think I'll actually use the diplomacy and then just pick up a liaison. I'm not super psyched about any of that. Refocus. No. Like, I could put... If I drew a convincing argument, then I could get the... You know, but it's just too many ifs. Too many ifs. Not enough buts. Wait, what? What? Oh, wait, what? Why? That wasn't worth doing. What? Come on. I mean, it wasn't great, but yeah. Would it have been worth it for me to throw in 2 troops to get second? I don't feel like it would have been. I would have broken even on the water. So it would have been 2 troops for a spice, essentially, but it would be denying a water from Ilbon. I don't know. Bunch of spice here, so that'd be 3 spice and a card draw for me if I go there. Okay. What is my situation? My situation is that I don't have any... Have I even picked up any cards? Just liaisons, right? 2 liaisons? That's it. That's all I've added to my deck. Top card is a liaison, so... If I end up drawing that, there's a pretty good chance I'll be able to pick up the carry-all. So I could draw it a few different ways. I could go to like Haga Basin, which maybe I should. But, I mean, I'm tempted just to smuggle again. Nobody wants to smuggle this game. Somebody's going to pick up that spice, though. If I don't do it. Let me just do it. So I get 3 spice and a liaison. I'll throw in 1. I would like to get Solari out of here. The Signet Ring is going to give me another water. And so let's say I do get the carry-all, maybe put it right on top of my deck. I can then, well, Armand has 2 water though. He might beat me to Great Flat if he might not be that desperate for it, but if he, I don't know. I mean, I'd be telegraphing what I want to do with it. So... I really don't know. Smuggling is still... If smuggling is there again, then I think I'll take it. I mean, I could also go to Imperial Basin, get 1 spice and draw a card. Or, I mean, there's also, you know, Carthag as an option, which is not bad either. I'll be starting to kind of fill up on intrigue cards. I think it's smuggling though. Like I have no faction game so far. So I might need to get some faction points out of just smuggling. I mean, I'm never going to be able to ship. Okay, smuggling is gone. So do I take 1 more spice and a card there? The spice, what would be the point of it? I mean, I guess invasion ships. This might actually, it might be a Spy Satellites game for me now that I think about it. Because like I said, my faction access sucks. So maybe that is the play. I think I want to do this. And then dagger to tech negotiation, pick up the spy satellites. I think that's what I have to do. And then I don't really have to care about faction stuff. And I'll take the carry-all, and I think I mean, I might as well... Might I as well use this? Well, here's what I could do. I could send the liaison here. Okay, I could send the liaison to tech negotiation. Then I'd be at 4. Then I use this to bump me back up to 5. Put this back on top. It lets the 2 daggers play to fight for this second place conflict. Romber could have daggers in his hand, and so that would be a reason to keep that dagger in hand. Alternatively, I just throw the dagger there. I get to 6 persuasion. This puts me to 7. I could take a carry-all and a liaison. That would be the thing. I think maybe I'll do it that way. Because, okay, he has 1 sword, I have 1 sword. We're going to tie. So, you know, it would have been an intrigue card if I'd done it the other way. Right? Because now we're going to tie for nothing. And we're pretty sure that's not a combat intrigue because he didn't use it. Oh, no, I never actually tested that theory. Oh, now there's treachery, though. Okay. Maybe I just take the treachery. Yeah, I think I just take the treachery and then, like, send it... the carry-all's gone anyway. All right, so those dreams have died. I don't think I use either of these. Take the treachery. I could have put it on top, but I'm not in a hurry. But that treachery is going to be headed towards the Bene Gesserit track, most likely, since, you know, I'd like to get that alliance. I basically, with the... sorry. With the spy satellites, I kind of just want to, like, get 1 alliance and leave the rest empty, you know? That's sort of the best value for it. Okay, so I get 2 Solari. If Romber cashes in on shipping and takes Solari, then that'll get me to High Council seat, which I definitely want this game because I need to get points. Like, my faction points are already sort of secured, and so now I need to get points elsewhere. I need to get points from conflicts and or Spice Must Flow or other means, techs or whatever. Detonation devices, I don't know. All right, immediate hardy warrior. So I'm not going to win this conflict. Do I smuggle here or do I wealth? If I wealth, I can get to High Council seat here. I think I'm gonna... There's also spice. There's also spice. That would be 3 spice and a card draw. And then like invasion ships. Meh. Let me just do that. And then I think... Well, that actually gets me the Solari as well. I can get a High Council seat that way. So seek allies. I mean, spice would be good for selective breeding. I'm not going to have it. So I think probably seek allies to secrets now. There's some part of me that wants to try to go like dreadnought and detonation devices, but I don't feel really good about winning conflicts. I don't know. Look at Ilbon here with 4 agents. What a guy. What a guy. Romber continues to ship. Is he interested? He might take a detonation devices. I'll be curious to see. I might personally like the disposal facility to concentrate the deck and concentrate my persuasion. He goes with Solari, so no tech buy for him. He doesn't undo, but he's running out of time on the clock. Takes the spice instead and does buy a tech. What is it going to be? He buys the invasion ships. Okay. I mean, that's a pretty good one for him because he has shipping unlocked. If somebody else does get in there in the way, he can still get to shipping like every round if he wants to, which is pretty wild. I believe Romber... Who was it who early revealed for the Chom delegate? I don't think it was Romber. Was it Armand? Not sure. It was Ilbon. Okay, well, there's no hurry for me to get the High Council seat, so I think I will just go ahead and secrets again. I mean, it's not bad for me to unlock Siege Tabor, but I'm going to kind of stick with this plan for now. Poison Snooper. Okay. Well, I don't have a top card of the deck at this moment. So my last play is going to be Liaison to High Council seat. I'll end with 5 Persuasion. And I'm not sure what I'll do with that Persuasion. I could, you know, draw 2 cards and have a recruitment mission. But there's nothing really enticing here. So Ilbon has dreadnoughts. He might... Oh, did he... There's a shuttle fleet. Is that any... It's not, like, amazing for me. He does have the detonation devices. Okay, so Ilbon is looking to get some combat victories with dreadnoughts. Yeah, it's... I don't know. I've just got to get, like, 1,000,000 spice must flows, I guess. At the moment, I am actually at 5 victory points, by the way. Looks like I'm at 2, but this is worth 3 victory points currently. So I'm sitting at 5. But the issue is I don't really have any clear points to get. Now, if I do somehow get these faction points, then I can, you know, sell that thing off for a point. But, we're going to get that done. So I don't think it's a good time to use these. Like, I'm thinking, do I shuffle my discard pile, draw one, then draw two? Like, draw a total of 2 cards, basically. Maybe then use the recruitment mission, maybe get a Spice Must Flow, but it's not really great odds because my discard pile is this. I have 3 cards in there that give no persuasion. And only 2 that give 2, right? I've got a couple of my 2 persuasion ones in my hand right now or in play. They're not going to get reshuffled. In order for that draw 2 to work, 6, I'd have to draw 3 persuasion in 2 cards, which is not mathematically likely. So that would just be like burning 3 intrigue cards for probably no gain. I really want this Guild Bankers, though. It's not going to get to me, though. It's not going to get to me. Please, baby, please. Armand, you don't need it. Take the freighter fleet. Take a guild administrator. Look at this guy. He's working hard. How are you going to run your organization? All right. Well, I mean, I knew that was going to happen, but it's still... That would have been really good for me. That would have been kind of like a win condition. Hollow projectors wouldn't be bad. Disposal facility wouldn't be bad, but I need spice for those things. Do I even want any of this? Do I take a freighter fleet? I don't think I really can afford to do that right now. I need persuasion. Do I take another liaison? I think maybe I do. If I'm taking a liaison, do I take a space travel just in case I want to get to Hayliner someday? I guess so. I'm just loading on persuasion here. That's it. So it's not exciting. The lack of faction access, though, is kind of not something I care about this game because of the spy satellites. Now, maybe I should be trying to get to 2 on all these other spots so that I can then sell this for an extra point. But it's not. It's very unlikely to work. Probably I'll pick up this spice this coming round. Not sure what I'm ever going to do with this. I don't know, maybe the freighter fleet would have been worth it to try to get something out of that, but it seems not great. I think I'm going to probably want to use some of these intrigue cards this coming round. They're just kind of gumming things up. Kind of. All right, Flash Wolves gets up to 5 points. Sebka at 1. GG Easy at 4. And Me Bludgeon at 2. 2 freighters. Okay, so I have Persuasion this time. I don't have a way of actually getting to the Great Flat. Okay. Do I get crazy with a research station now? Is now the time for the research station? I think it is. Well, I could also poison Snooper. Let me do that. Okay, let's draw that. I would like to send that here, but I don't really want to go to... I could go back to Secrets, I guess. That gets me another card, though. I'd then have to refocus. Or I try to get some combat value out of it first. I'm going to get nuts with the research station. I don't know that it's the best time for it, but it is what has occurred. It's going to let me at least use a couple of agents and still get Spice Must Flow. So now I have the option of potentially getting some spice with Signet Ring and then selective breeding. Which is more persuasion than I need. There is also the option for me to like unlock shipping, but I'm not really gonna, honestly, nobody else has it still. Ilbon doesn't have it. Armand doesn't have it. It's kind of weird. Romber is just like getting free reign here. Okay, Armand, I imagine, is going to unlock it with that play. Yes. Okay. So that discourages me from doing this because Armand is ahead of me every round. Do I get this? That would allow me to selective breeding. I mean, it's like persuasion overload, but it does thin my deck. Potentially lets me get that as well. Maybe I don't even treachery this time. I think maybe I'll go with the disposal facility. Does it make sense, or is Hollow Projectors better at this point? I mean, Hollow Projectors can combo with this to a certain degree, though I'm not going to have this for long. It's kind of late for the trashings, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it. I mean, it lets me trash one immediately. Then I can trash another one. I mean, it's 2 trashes right now. I kind of think I'll do it. Ilbon now unlocks shipping. I don't know how this game is going to go. Not well, I think. Even if I buy a Spice Must Flow in every round coming up, it's still not... It's not going to be enough. Like, I will be at 5... I'm at 5 points right now, sort of. Buying a Spice Must Flow get me to 6. You know, I don't know. I've got to try to win a conflict somehow. But it's going to be very difficult to do. Maybe this is a trap. Maybe I need to save my spice for like a, you know, try to get a Hayliner to happen. I'm not sure I'm ever going to cash in this. So I'm going to get 2 free troops into the conflict here. So maybe I get a free intrigue card or water, depending. Theoretically, I could... Theoretically, I could get second. I think I am going to take disposal facility. Now, the UI on this is very rough at the moment. It doesn't give you a prompt to actually use it. And so when I buy this, like 50% of the time, I forget to activate it. Armand, what are you taking, my friend? Hollow Projectors. Okay. What comes up in its place? Memo Quarters. Well, that's very antithetical to my spy satellites. There's no way in hell I can get that. So no to that. I wanted to buy that, but tech negotiation is now gone. Okay, well, if that's the case, is there any point in smuggling so that I can then smuggle again later and get one? I don't know what I would even do with it. It's just like troops and a bit of spice, I guess. I think that is the play, though. Either that or I just go to Carthag, try to get like some kind of endgame intrigue. Maybe that's what I have to do. Just fish. Let's go fishing for intrigues. That's a terrible intrigue for me. Oh, God. I'm going to deploy one because this will get me more. The issue is... I have to burn this just in case I get second. Although, I mean, I don't really care about these getting stolen too much. Grand conspiracy. I mean, I have the High Council seat. I'll have a Spice Must Flow. But am I buying 2 Dreadnoughts? No. Am I getting 4 influence on 2 tracks? Certainly not. I didn't like burning that card, but honestly, it's whatever. And it's not going to matter. I didn't actually need to do it because of that situation, but I just didn't want to be sitting on 4 intrigue cards. With my one little troop here, if he gets anything, the question is, do I take the water or do I take the intrigue card? So water means research station, which is kind of important for me. But like, do I need to dig for, I don't know what, like corner of the market is kind of the only one I could hope to maybe get something from. I don't know. Maybe I can get 2 Dreadnoughts. Maybe like I'm so desperate I actually have to try to do that. So this is going to throw in 2 troops. I'll be at 6, 7. I guess actually I will get second if Robber doesn't play an intrigue card. I was really looking forward to trashing him. Oh, 7. 7 is less than 8, actually, children. Okay, Spice Must Flow. Do I want to voice? I don't... Do I want to appropriate? Just to bump that? No. I mean... I'm not buying it over Spice Must Flow. I don't think I want anything else. Okay, I mean, if I smuggle down, it gets me 6 Solari. That is enough for 2 Dreadnoughts across 2 rounds. Maybe I have to try that. So I'm at 3 victory points. I'm actually at 6 victory points. If I get the Alliance, that'll be 7. Maybe another Spice Must Flow or 2. Maybe I can get to 8 or 9. Oh boy. I mean, okay. If I were to get this shuttle fleet, do I take the intrigue card or do I take the water? What's my hand? I think I take the intrigue card. I think I have to just like beg the gods for corner of the market. I think that's what I have to do. Ilbon is at red. He can go up, down if he wants, and that's a detonation device's victory for him. He probably will take... Well, the memo quarters isn't that great for him. Does he take the shuttle fleet? That probably makes more sense. It also feeds him a bit more Solari for him to rebuy dreadnoughts. That's the other issue for me, is trying to get dreadnoughts, is like Ilbon also wants dreadnoughts. Maybe that's good. Maybe I have to buy dreadnoughts to block him, but I have no Solari. So he's still thinking about what to do here. I think the shuttle fleet makes sense for him because he could get the Guild Alliance, get a point with the Emperor. That's 2 victory points right now. 3 more Solari for, you know, I mean, Ilbon loves Solari. Ruthless Negotiator, Dreadnoughts, the whole thing. Ilbon's got a nice setup right now. And other people, I think, have endgame cards. I mean, the fact that Romber's been sitting on these intrigue cards forever, maybe he's got stuff like this, but... So, this damn Grand Conspiracy. I just had a Grand Conspiracy game in the Members Monday video yesterday. And it seemed as though I always got Grand Conspiracy on Armand. I'm pretty sure I've had it on Armand more than anybody else. But, I mean, obviously, it's just, you get a small sample size, then you get weird things like that. But here we go. We got it on Ariana. I have a Spice Must Flow. I have a seat on the High Council. I just need one of those conditions to get a victory point. Is Dreadnoughts the most likely one? So the thing is, if I take... He goes Memo Quarters. Maybe he didn't have enough for the shuttle fleet. Maybe he didn't have enough for it. If I were to get that shuttle fleet, calculated higher, eh? Not something I'm really excited about. What popped up here, by the way? Artillery. Do I smuggle down and get a dreadnought? Ilbon's gonna buy a dreadnought, though. That's the issue. Do I selective breeding? Maybe I do that. I think I do that. I need cards. Do I calculate it higher? I don't know. It's not great. Okay, Romber takes shuttle fleet. There's a spaceport. 555. I mean, I'm secretly at 6, but the thing is, like, they're also secretly at other things than 5. Okay, Romber takes that Guild Alliance away from Ilbon. This dumb heavy lasgun cannons thing shows up, even though it's not anything at the moment. He has 8 Solari. He might get a late Swordmaster. Ilbon hits up Mentat. Still has enough Solari for Dreadnought. Yeah, I think I have to selective breeding first because I need to buy a Spice Must Flow every round to have any hope. I'll have to trash the dagger out of my hand. That's just how it is. I mean, I could trash the diplomacy if I think I might want this dagger. There's something to that, but I'm not doing that. There is something to it, though, because, you know, how many more times am I going to shuffle through this? How many more times am I going to either draw the dagger or the diplomacy. If I keep the dagger in my hand, it gives me an option of sending it to tech negotiation. Maybe that gets me to 9. Or, you know, if the dreadnought thing somehow happens. I don't know. I might need to trash this. I mean, what do I care? I'm not gonna have any more chances to use it. But okay. Okay. Now what? Having that dagger in hand could have been a better thing for me. Because it could have allowed me to smuggle and buy a dreadnought. I think I talked myself into it, and then I kind of chickened out at the last second just because I thought maybe I'll be reshuffling, you know, and I'll need, even though I might not want to play the diplomacy, that one persuasion could end up being a spice must flow difference. And so that's why I decided not to trash the diplomacy. But I don't know. I don't know. Do I space travel? I don't know. I think I will smuggle. Do I have any chance of getting to 4 persuasion somewhere? I'm almost there. If I use the treachery... Let's say I space travel to fold space. Then I treachery to fold space later. That'll... Okay, well... Okay. At this point, it now looks as though it's smuggle for Solari, early reveal for Spice Must Flow. I mean, I guess I could also just Dune to Imperial Basin and draw a card. I'm not sure what I would want to draw really though. And it could potentially mess things up if I draw the wrong card. Well, I guess I have the recruitment mission as an emergency. Is it worth going up here? Maybe it is. Alternatively, I can get Solari by just like, well, I don't have any troops. Okay, I'm gonna go up, and what I'm doing now is I'm kind of shooting the long shot of, I want this influence because I'm thinking maybe I can somehow use the treachery plus this influence and then the diplomacy that I didn't trash to get to 4. I mean, it's very hard because I still need to get here. But that's what I'm up to. So I could go here to draw a card, but it's too big of a gamble because if I end up drawing Dagger, Treachery, or Spice Must Flow, then I don't buy Spice Must Flow, and that is catastrophic. Can't afford to not buy Spice Must Flow right now. This is a situation where the way it worked out, I might have been better off with a liaison than the space travel. I mean, if I could have gone to full space, that would have worked to my plan. So it didn't work out though. Yes, I'll still take a reveal turn. I'll still buy Spice Must Flow. The Imperium row is kind of emptied out. Always have to keep in mind the put card on top of the deck option in case something comes up here that is kind of like a sneaky, interesting play. But so far, no. So far, no. All right, so here's what's coming up. The treachery is coming. I'm going to have to decide what to do with it. The signet ring. The signet ring is going to be smuggling. Probably to get the Bene Gesserit alliance with that. And then the treachery maybe a Hardy Warriors, and I have some chance of getting, with these troops and the treachery troops and the Hardy Warriors troops, I have maybe some chance of winning a conflict. There's a flagship, but I have no spice. There's a spice must flow for Armanda. This calculated hire, man. I hate this intrigue card, to be honest. I really hate it. I don't know, it can be good. Like, it can be good, but I hate paying a spice for that, and you don't get the card draw off the Mentat space. It can be good to, you know, it still can be good. Like I'm saying, it's not useless. It's just, for me, I feel like most of the time when I draw this, I'm like, fuck, I wish I had gotten something else. It's gonna be very hard for me to win a conflict, even with that stuff I was talking about. Ilbon now with 9 spice. He is going to be looking to Hayliner. Economic supremacy, and he has the resources to support it. Oh boy, I can't get to smuggling, I can't get to research station, I can't get water. Oh. Okay, this is bad. And I don't have any of my card draw stuff anymore. I don't have Solari to Mentat. Do I treachery to wealth so that I can maybe Mentat? But Ilbon's gonna Mentat. Let's get real. I think I do, though. I think I do treachery to, well, hold on. Let's get real. If I can treachery to still suits, that gets me water, and then I can research station. That's the play. It kills my, you know, Hardy Warriors idea, but I think the Hardy Warriors idea is pretty toast anyway. The research station also might be gone. Armand has 2 water. I don't see him spending on this spice, so he goes to Interstellar shipping first, but he can still beat me to this. I think I have to try and just hope he doesn't want to go there for some reason, but there's the Solari, but the Mentat is already gone. No surprise. Am I missing anything? I mean, I could Arakeen to draw 1. I suppose that's another option. But 2 out of 3 chance of getting a liaison is not really going to do the trick. So I think it's this. So my spy satellites is only worth 2 points now, so I'm still at basically 7. So it's gonna come down to Armand here. Okay, Chome shares. I mean, he's got a lot of Solari. I've got something in this conflict, but it's really not. It's really not enough. It really hurt me not getting the signet ring to go to smuggle, so that I could at least, you know, A, get this alliance, get another intrigue card, B, get in a couple of troops in my garrison, C, get Solari for, you know, whatever. So, and the smuggling is gone. So even with the research station, now the research station, does it get me Spice Must Flow? It does. So I still have to do that. If I can, which I feel like there's a good chance that I won't be able to. Ilbon is going to Hayliner this, and he's going to potentially get 3 victory points. Whoa. Whoa. Jesus Christ. He just bought flagship, and he still has 9 spice left over. Minimic film. Well, I can't afford anything. What's he doing? What did he just do? Holo projectors? Oh my god. If I go to Arakeen and I get a liaison, that'll get me to 6. Dagger here gets me to 7. It's still not good enough. Still not good enough. Well, I have enough. I can buy a dreadnought now, I guess. So if somehow there's another round, maybe I'll have a chance to buy the second dreadnought. I guess. I don't know that there's a point in drawing from Arakeen right now. I think I have to go Dreadnought first because Ilbon might do it. He might go Dreadnought, then Hayliner, right? That would be his prime way of getting a lot of victory points. So, yeah. Okay, hold on. I do have the recruitment mission. I go to Arakeen. So that's 4 persuasion. If I draw a liaison, that's 6 persuasion. Dagger here is 7 persuasion, 8. It's still not good enough, even under that best case scenario. Can we get another round? Can we get another round? Can I somehow get second place here? I mean, almost certainly not. When is Ilbon going to Hayliner? Is it now? He has almost certainly has the diplomacy in hand. There it is. Yeah, we're not going to get to another round. This is going to be over. So I'm not even going to get the Bene Gesserit alliance. I think I had to try this play, though. Like, I could have sent the treachery here, and I would have gotten 2 more intrigue cards and the alliance. So I would be at 6. With the tech, then would be at 9. but I think I had to hope to get this. I don't know. I might as well throw that all in, you know, whatever. Okay, so if Ilbon wins this, he can get 2 points, I guess. He doesn't have the Dreadnought. So maybe we do get to another round, and maybe that was a dumb waste of a troop to throw in. Throwing in the Dreadnought doesn't cost me anything. I think it was worth it just in case I got 3rd place. The 1 troop is very unlikely to make the difference next round. So if there is a next round, I'll at least have the research station as an option for me. Signet ring and liaisons. Armand gets to 9. Did he have enough for a Spice Must Flow? Yes, so it's game over. Oh god. I think I'm last. I think it's another Spy Satellites lose game. This was a rough one, man. This was a rough one. You know, there were a couple of rounds there where it was like, well, if I just do this, someone takes the spot. Oh, maybe this, someone takes the spot. Maybe this, someone takes the spot. And that's the game. I'm not complaining about it. And to a certain degree, I foresaw some of those. Like, I was pretty sure Armand was going to take the research station, but I felt like I had to gamble it. And so part of this is the thing that I still don't like about ranked is the it incentivizes you to fight for like 2nd and 3rd place, which I don't really like. Personally, I prefer a game where only 1st place matters. And I prefer taking whatever chances I might have to get 1st place, rather than giving up the chance at 1st place in order to increase my chances of 2nd or 3rd, which is... So this play I did was kind of that. It was kind of like, well, I'm probably not going to get the research station, in which case this is a waste of a play and I should just send the treachery here to get that. But I felt like if I was going to have any hope, I just needed for that to somehow work out. It was a small chance play. So if I had done this, okay, I'd be at 6 victory points, plus the thing would be at 9. Look at that. Oh, are they going to tie? Are they going to... Well, it's still game over, but... Does it give me a chance? No, I'm still just at 7. I didn't get this. Dear Lord. Fourth place. 4th place. 4th place. Oh, goodness me. It was rough, man. It was rough. I mean, it was rough from the very beginning, except for getting that early Swordmaster, right? There was a promising start with the round 2 Swordmaster, and then just basically dead from then on. That has been the pattern for me with the spy satellites. It's kind of like, okay, this game, I'm losing this game. The spy satellites maybe will help me not lose so bad. Still lose. Which is not to say that it's all, like, that's necessarily how this tech works. It certainly can be good, but you know, it didn't work out. But if I hadn't have bought it, what would have been different? I mean, I had no faction access, you know what I mean? So it was rough. I never used the recruitment mission. I'm not sure if there was a time maybe where I could have used it for some effect. Maybe. Maybe. Like, so for example, there was a round or two. There was at least one round where I really needed to get, let's say, a spice trade card, the yellow triangle, so that I could smuggle down and get that thing happening. And I didn't draw one. Maybe I should have used the recruitment mission to just throw like something like a Bene Gesserit initiate. I don't know when it was there, but like, let's just say there was like this scout was sitting there or whatever. Just throw something on top of the deck just to make sure that I had access. And probably if I'd been paying attention, I could have looked to know that I wasn't going to get it. I guess that's not true. I had the signet ring there, but I could have looked to see, okay, I only have the signet ring that can get me there. It's really important that I get there. So let me just throw, you know, this would be great if I could have done it, or maybe this or whatever. But let me just, even if it's a scout, just to make sure that I get that access that I need to start the round with in order to have any hope. That probably was something that I could have done, and I just didn't really think of it. So I'm sure there are plenty of things I could have done differently that game. You let me know if you have any ideas of where maybe you would have moved differently or you would have made a different decision, and I'd be curious to hear it. Would you have tried earlier to get this grand conspiracy going? Would you have tried to pick up dreadnoughts earlier? Because I kind of wrote this thing. I mean, by the time I drew it, it was going to be very hard to pull off, I thought. And then I kind of decided maybe I can. And I kind of went halfway into one and halfway into the other. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I was winning this game. Who knows? I mean, the whole game is different if things are different, right? So maybe there was a way. But I could have maybe squeezed out another victory point. You know. Even if I'd got, let's say I'd picked up a second dreadnought, gotten the 1 point off of that, then, okay, I'd be third instead of fourth. You know, whatever. So, anyway, there you go. So, look, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's the game. And, you know, I'm not shy about posting games where I lose. I think it's boring if I only put up the ones where I win. Because then there's like not really any suspense, and it just presents like a false sort of image. Oh, that like I always win, and then, you know, viewers might think, oh, how come I can't win all the time or whatever? You know what I mean? So look, I don't know. Let me know what you think about it. I'm still going to do it, but I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. I know that there are some viewers who get frustrated watching like a losing game, and only want to watch like games with perfect play and whatever, but hey, that's not going to happen here. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon. I stream live every Sunday morning Eastern time. 9 a.m. Eastern is the start time. And I also stream kind of unpredictably other mornings sometimes throughout the week. So make sure to subscribe and follow so that you know when that's happening. And if you want to support the channel and get extra videos and extra cool stuff, then you can click the join button to become a member on YouTube, or you can sub on Twitch, and that'll get you the stream VODs on Twitch. So that's it for now. Thanks very much. See you next time.